And here we are. Hi, everybody. My name is September Anthony. I am your concierge. My nickname is CJ, so please feel free to call me either one. And welcome to our meet and greet for spooky Savannah singles weekend. I am so excited about this trip. We've got a lot of great events. What we're going to do during this hour is go through introductions of people who are here and go through everything, all the details, everything that you need to know. We'll be sending, of course, out this recording so you can watch it over again if you need, and you'll have everything you need to keep you up to date. We've got 13 plus me, 14. Isn't that funny? 13 spooky travelers on this, 13 singles on this trip. Ooh, boy. And we're also filming on Thursday the 13th. I don't know, coincidence? So if we could just do a brief little introduction of ourselves with those who are here. Just simple name, past or present occupation, your interests or hobbies are good because that way we kind of connect on having the same hobbies, that sort of thing. Just, less than a minute, doesn't have to be long. I'll go first. Yes, I was born in September. Everyone asks me that. I am a professional tour director. I've been doing this for 25 years. I'm certified. I've worked with many different companies, but my heart belongs to STI because of their great travelers and their great destinations. I live in Albuquerque. I have 2 kids and a Shih Tzu named Shortcake. And my hobbies, I love classic old movies, which is always great to have conversations about. So that's me. I'll just go in order of my screen here. I've got Kathy. Hi, Kathy.
Hi, everyone. My name is Kathy, and I'm from San Bruno, California. And for those of you who do not know where San Bruno is, it is located about 20 minutes south of San Francisco, and I'm really close to the airport as well. And my present occupation is I'm an illegal, not illegal, but legal assistant to my son, who has his own law practice. So I tried to retire a couple of years ago, but he said, "Hey, Mom, I really need some help in the office. Can you come work for me part-time?" And so, yeah, okay, fine. So I'm doing that for the time being. And my hobbies are, of course, travel and meeting up with friends and going to Irish bars with my friend Karen Lyons, and and just having fun, trying to live life to the fullest. And yeah, so that's me.
Great, thank you, Kathy. Sure. And we have Kimberly Weyland.
Hello, I'm Kim. I'm from Chicago. I'm an operations coordinator, and I do a lot of accounting function type things. This is going to be my first trip post-COVID. I've not traveled since April of 2019. So this is my first venture out. And I guess hobbies are travel, going out to dinner, watching movies.
Great. Wonderful. Thank you so much. And I love those pumpkins.
Thanks.
Great. Put some in your suitcase now.
And I love pumpkin spice anything.
Oh, I love it.
I'm one of those.
I love Kimberly knows how to celebrate the holidays.
I'm pumpkin spice in August.
Well, that's good. Wonderful. And Karen Howard, how are you doing?
Great. Karen Howard. I'm from Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania. This is my first air travel trip since COVID. I've just done some, car traveling. I did try to do the New Orleans trip 3 times when it got canceled. So obviously that was for music. So I love music. I like to play pickleball, be active, and I have 2 adult children that still seem to need me, and do a lot of things with them too, which I enjoy.
Oh, that's wonderful. Great. Well, you'll get a lot of the South. You said New Orleans, but this will be great. This will help
Yeah.
satisfy your need for South and Southern food. Woohoo! Yay! Great. Thank you. And Karen Lyons.
Well, I'm from Minnesota. I live in St. Paul. Grew up on Lake Superior in
Oh.
Duluth.
Oh,
Originally,
Duluth. Yeah.
I lived there for 30 years. I'm retired. Have a grown daughter with 3 grandboys and hobbies. Well, I guess travel is tops. I like outdoor music. Ever since COVID, I really like outdoor music. Genealogy. I like live music, actually.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so anyway, concerts, I do a lot of that. I just have a lot of interests, but spend a lot of time up at the cabin up north, you know, got to have one of those. But that's about it. I've done about 10 STI trips, probably 14 assisted bike trips too. I just counted those out.
Okay. Thank you so much, Karen. Sounds great. And Janet, can you unmute yourself? Or, oh, we can get you later. Everyone who's not here will have a chance to introduce themselves, you know, in our welcome meeting. Later on, we'll get to know everybody else. Wonderful. Okay, Janet can make, that's great, Janet. She just, I don't know if you guys could see that. She can make emojis though, which is great. And she made sad face emoji, like I can't talk now. So I understand.
That doesn't look sad. She looks like she's laughing with joy.
Oh, I see. That's great. It's very creative. So let me share my screen. I'm going to, did everybody get the final vacations details that they should have gotten on an email? Let me share. Can you see that? Did that come up right?
Yep.
You can all see, okay.
Yep.
I am on a different page though. Let me go, let's see. Let's go to the beginning. So we'll go through this. This will answer some of your questions and about the itinerary and everything. You can see my phone number right there in the beginning. Please put that in your cell phone before you leave. This is probably most important, and I'm going to make sure that I get your cell phone numbers when you get to Savannah. Put them in my phone for group texting, just in case, you know, you're late or lost or need questions. And I will also send out any extra information that you need to know through texts. So just want to make sure that we're connected. Be sure to include your first and last name in your text. So we've got that. Pre-trip, oh, that's what we're doing now, meet and greet. Next page is socializing. Some of these things, I know we've got new and seasoned single travel international people coming. On top, if you haven't done your whole profile, please do on our page. You can access the trip chat through here if you have any questions, anything you want to say to everybody. This is a great chat. I've been putting things in while we were preparing to just get to know each other through the trip chat. We've got our virtual singles events. We also have live virtual tours for premium membership, which gives you lots of great travel discounts. A merchandise store even. And then our next page, getting to Savannah. I know you've all got your flights and all of that. One tip I would like to give you about your baggage. When you get your bag tag, as soon as they hand it to me, I take a photo of it to make sure I don't lose it, because it's amazing. That bag tag, once they scan it, they can find your bag wherever it is in the world. It's amazing. So if you have delayed baggage, if you make sure you've got that bag tag, you'll be golden. It'll be much, much easier. Hopefully you won't need it, right? So transfer information here. It gives you the price, a fixed rate of a taxi between the airport and Savannah Historic District, $28. Of course, make sure to confirm that before you get in. We've also got a nice list of shuttle service providers here. Just click there and you'll get more ideas. Or of course you can do Uber and Lyft as well.
Do you
So
know
we've
how
got
much?
lots-
Do you
What
know
was
how
that?
much? Do you know how much the shuttles cost?
The shuttles, I don't. I would think that Uber and Lyft might be a little bit cheaper usually, though, you know, Uber has been going up in price. It depends. If you just click on here, it'll give you some of the information. But from what I remember, 25 to 28 was usually, but I haven't gone since 2019 to Savannah. I've done a few tours in the past of Savannah for different companies. So with the labor shortage, Uber and Lyft might be more. You might have seen that in other cities. It's kind of changed. But the taxi's 28.
Okay.
Doubletree by Hilton Hotel, Savannah Historic District. It's perfectly located. Wonderful. Easy to walk around the historic district as well. The way it's laid out beautifully with the squares and everything. It's just a wonderful place to walk about. This gives you idea of who's coming on here, of course. And our itinerary. Now, when you get to the hotel, I'll have a welcome packet for you. And inside will be a weekly schedule. It'll look something like this. That will be in your packet. It'll give more details of the times for the week. But we do have some of the itinerary on here. So we'll go through that and just know you'll get more details when you check in. So
CJ,
again,
do
it's
you
got
know,
my,
do you know if they will allow, like, take our baggage? They've changed my flight 3 times. I get in now at like 10 a.m.
You mean
I
they?
was supposed to get in at like 2 or 3.
Huh.
Like, will the hotel just take if the room's not ready, will they hold the bag for
Oh,
the?
yes. Yes.
Okay.
Right. Yeah, I've had that before. So if you're getting in early,
Yeah.
that's good to know. It's kind of a request, of course, like all hotel requests. They can't guarantee it. If they're able to get you a room, they certainly will. You can ask for, you know, at the desk, if that's possible to do an early check-in. If not, they'll store your bags.
Yeah,
Yes.
that was the part I was more concerned about, them just storing it so that I could wander around.
Yeah,
Okay.
perfect. Yes, absolutely. All hotels, all Doubletrees do that. They'll store your bag and away you go. It's perfect. Yeah, good. So that's good. We'll have breakfast club every morning. And what's wonderful about that is that we can all have breakfast together, and I'll go through the schedule of the day, give you any other tips, ideas, anything that you need to know. Again, there's my phone number there. So the day will really start at 5:30, happy hour. Meet at John Ryan's Pub, that's right there in the lobby of the hotel, for a meet and greet. And the first drink is compliments of Singles Travel International. Between 6:30 and 7, it's not on here. Actually, this time, 6:30, that's not correct. It's going to be 7:15 because our dinner's at 7:30, and it's just literally, like it says, a five-minute walk. Italian food, mamma mia, come with a big appetite, huh? And so that'll be great. That'll be our included welcome dinner before we take off for that. So about 6:30 to 7, probably in the pub or in the breakfast room right next door. We'll have a very casual little welcome meeting where I can answer your questions and give out the welcome packets and all of that. The updated times, of course, will be on your weekly when you get it for me on the Thursday when you see me at 5:30 at happy hour, when you check in with me. And then Friday, October 28th, Trolley Tour. That will be fun. Take a nice little overview of the city of Savannah. We'll do the Prohibition Museum. That sounds like fun. We're going to learn about the 1920s, the Roaring 20s. Then you'll have a little bit of free time before we go to the Pirate's House, which is supposed to be a real pirate's house where they all hung out and did matey, all sorts of pirate stuff. But we won't be doing pirate things. We'll be eating a nice dinner there. But maybe the ghosts of the pirates will still be there. Who knows? One big thing I wanted to mention was that in the evening afterwards, the Savannah Theater is closed on that night. So we won't be doing that theater. However, we do have a choice of a couple of great options that we've been working on. So after Pirates, and you don't have to tell me now, we'll have a sign-up sheet and all of that, but you can tell me which one you want to do. One is go with me for an evening of musical venues. We'll go to 2 musical venues. You'll have an included first drink at the first venue. You'll probably hear a variety of music, everything from jazz to Rat Pack standards, country, pop, that sort of thing. So I'll guide and lead you through that. Or your second choice, if you don't want to do music, you want to call it a night, you can get a $25 credit for your next vacation. So you can think about it. You don't have to tell me right now. What's nice is it's something that's flexible. You know, you can just see how you feel at the moment and tell me as we get closer. But those are the 2 options. Again, it's because the Savannah Theater is closed that night. So you can either have an evening of musical venues with me with an included drink, or $25 towards your vacation. Are there any questions on that? Does that sound pretty clear? And you get time to think about it, so that's nice. Okay, great. Day 3, Saturday, October 29th, of course, we start with our wonderful breakfast club. This is a great full adventure. Jekyll Island is a half-day tour. We go out to Jekyll Island, which is about an hour-and-a-half drive out there. Jekyll Island was where all the rich used to be. The Vanderbilts, we'll get to see how they lived. We'll have lunch out there at a local restaurant. And then we'll come on back to Savannah, probably mid-afternoon, like say maybe about 3 o'clock. So you'll have a little time to rest or explore. The dinner, we do have a dinner, a restaurant. It's optional and it is on your own as it says, but we'll have a sign-up sheet for that if you want to come with us to dinner at the River House restaurant for good old Southern food. And then after that, we have another optional, pretty much everyone is signed up for, Ghost Tour. Ooh. Halloween costume is optional and highly encouraged. In fact, if you come to the dinner with us, come in your costume, because then we'll go straight on over to the ghost tour. So that'll be fun. So make sure you pack a Halloween costume. For that one, for just that one, the optional ghost tour, the gratuities for the guide, not expected, but greatly appreciated. What else do we have? Sunday, October 30th. This is a free day, and there's certainly a lot of options. There was one that I put in the chat of a tour of Mercer Williams and the cemetery, or there will be other ones that I have. I'll give you a sheet with different ideas of things to explore on your own. Or I'll have something that I'm going to sponsor as a bonus get together, meet up during that day, starting at 9:45. And again, this will all be in your weekly. We'll walk on over to the Owens Thomas house, which is a beautiful mansion built in 1818. And it's just show up and you get a tour of 45 minutes of the mansion and learn about life at that time. And then you also get admission to 2 museums as well. with that ticket. So I'll have all of that extra information, of course, when you see me and in the weekly and a sign-up sheet. So that's one that I'm kind of set up as an extra bonus for you guys. And of course, I'll have other suggestions as well. Let's see, what else do we have? Then Sunday, farewell dinner included, 1,700 inn and restaurant, wonderful 3-course meal, way to say farewell. And then, of course, then we fly off the next day. The next day is basically like a departure day. We'll be all together for the last time at the farewell dinner, since we have independent departures on Monday. That's our trip in a nutshell, and I'm going to give you lots and lots more details as we get closer. The one thing to note about this, and I noted it when you get your weekly paper, which ones are included and which ones are at your own expense, because there's a lot of things that are included. It's almost like half and half. So I've noted it there, and I'll remind you every day, so you know which ones are included, which ones are at your own expense. Other things in Savannah, you probably know this already. Pace in the South is slower, right? It is a cultural difference between the East Coast and the South, or the West Coast and the South, if you come from a big city. In the South, they've always told me, I had a driver on one of my tours, and he said, because we believe that life should be relished and savored. What's all this rushing around? So just so you know that when you go to a restaurant, it might be slower than you're used to. And also that with the labor shortage around the world, that you know that it's a cultural difference, that, hey, in the South, everything's more relaxed, more of a relaxed pace. So you might want to pack also some flexibility, understanding, a little patience with that as well. And as we say, go with the flow, expect the unexpected. And sometimes the unexpected things that happen are some of the best memories of your trip as well. So there is that. Let's see, what else can we go over? Does anyone have questions on any of that? The weather, I think it's going to be pretty good. It's that time of year where it's really nice. It's not incredibly hot like it is in July. It's probably maybe the high about 80 degrees. It says 79 in your vacation details, but bring some rain gear and also a jacket, a sweater for the evening as well, just in case it gets cooler. So you definitely want to do that. And it will be a lot of fun. We've got all sorts of great things. Jekyll Island, ghost tours, so many things. Has anybody thought of their Halloween costumes? I'm going to stop sharing here on here. What? There we go. I'm going to bring a couple of things I thought to keep the group together, because it'll be crowded and dark. And I hope, because I'm going to put it on in my carry-on. I hope it says it's TSA approved. It's like a little lightsaber, because I'm going to be Rey from Star Wars. So I'll have, so you can see where I am in the front when I lead you to some of these walks. We're going to be taking walks that are usually probably on an average like 15 minutes or so. But to stay together as a group, that'll help. And we're going to get some glow-in-the-dark necklaces too, so we can see each other, especially on our ghost tours when we're kind of maybe scattered a little bit. We can see where we are. So that's some things we've got planned. So any ideas? Does anyone have ideas of what they're going to be for Halloween?
Well, I'm going to be a ghost.
That sounds good.
I'm going to be a flapper.
Oh, I love it.
Well, or
Love it.
something with sequins and fringe and feather in my hat, whatever.
Oh, Janet has written me. Oh, this is lovely. I love Janet. Janet That's great. Oh, that sounds great, Karen. Let me see. Wait, where does your chat go? Wait.
Oh,
Trying
she
to
doesn't
get-
have her broom.
My broom will not fit in the luggage.
Your normal broom, everyday broom.
So I will bring my witch's hat, which is fluorescent. Oh, that's good. I can
Oh,
see you.
cool.
We'll be able to find, that'll be perfect. In case TSA takes my, my laser, my lightsaber, we'll have a fluorescent witch's hat. That's great. That's wonderful. Another question, this is interesting. And the people who are watching this at home, who are going on our trip, do you believe in ghosts?
Yes.
Yes. Maybe. I'm a
Yeah.
maybe. I think I'm
And
a
that,
maybe.
the last night that place is haunted, that 1758 house or whatever we're eating at.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of the most haunted places in
Mm.
the United States.
Yes, they say the whole city is very haunted. You are right. Yeah.
I
you're
do.
right.
I think I stayed at a hotel in a room. I got my friend a room across in the big old room with the turrets and all this. And she said,
Mm.
why did you come to my room last night and scare me? And she was serious. And I tapped her on the shoulder. Ha ha. I didn't.
Mm.
And anyway, she thought it was me. And
Mm.
yep, it was
Wow.
a
I
haunted
don't
place. It's an
know.
old hotel in Ashland, Wisconsin on Lake Superior, and it burned.
Ooh.
And we were
Hotels,
in the,
yes, my
uh,
gosh.
and the
I was
place.
at
Wow.
Go
I
ahead.
was at one in Fells Point, Baltimore, and it had been used as an hospital. So
Yeah.
it was a house that had been used as a hospital as people came, from England to the Americas. And yes, it was haunted.
Wow. I guess, this is a
Yeah.
conversation we can have all together near the end of the trip, because we'll learn a lot and see if you feel more a belief in ghosts, or maybe there'll be people who don't believe at all, or kind of on the fence like me. I don't know. It's interesting. Yeah. Every house there seems to have a past. In Savannah. Ooh, the sorrel weed house is another one on your day off. Sorrel weed, they don't do spooky things during the day. The day they do a regular, this is a historic house tour. But there's such a history of it. I'll tell you the story when we get to Savannah. Oh my gosh, it's just so many. And then of course Mercer Williams, and I don't know. We shall see. It'll be interesting. And what a great weekend to go to. And it sounds like a great ghost tour too. The guides are usually just wonderful. Let's see. Is Janet, let's see, are we having another
So I have another question
to read
about
in
like
Chattanooga? Oh, go ahead.
attire, clothing
yeah,
for
right.
day. Is it shorts? Is it, and the dinners, or any of them nicer?
Very good. Great question. Well, in terms of weather for dress, the layered look is always good. You don't want to go, I don't think you'd want to, well, there might be a day that's okay for shorts, but maybe pants would be better because they're more versatile for the evenings. Everything's pretty much casual. The farewell dinner, I think maybe might be a place where you'd want to have maybe a little bit more dress up, but nothing that's over the top. I don't think there's anything that has a some massive dress code or anything, right? So like the farewell dinner, maybe a little bit nicer, but nothing where you got to wear the ball gown or anything formal.
Yeah. Well, like the other Karen, I'm in Pennsylvania, so it's getting cooler here. So all my summer clothes have been put away.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
I always try to bring a skirt with the shorts underneath, or even shorts, but like Jekyll Island, it might be kind of warm out there. Layer some, I don't know, bike short kind of things. if you don't have a
I
skirt.
believe we're
100.
in Jekyll Island. So we'll take a van who will pick us up, take us over to Jekyll Island. Then we get on a tram, and it is like an outdoor, tram, outdoor side, so you can see out, if that helps. That it's not like something that's fully enclosed. It should be warm enough, that's fine. But just so you know, it's not like it's usually not something where you're in a big motor coach.
And
Yeah.
does it say something about you can do different things on Jekyll Island while we're there too? Was that?
That one, it's going to be pretty much guided. It's about an hour and a half there.
Oh,
And then
okay.
they'll take us on a tour in that tram, which is about, I'd say, an hour long. And you'll see these incredible houses, and they'll tell about the life of these billionaires who lived there and around the turn of the century. And then after that, there is a new museum that they made, the Mosaic, which will help you give an idea about life on the island. Then lunch at a local restaurant included. So that's
Okay.
great. You might have a little, I don't know if they'll have just a little time you can walk around, but it's pretty much guided from one to the other. Yes.
Hmm.
That sounds wonderful.
And
Very
then
good.
that free day
Mhm.
we're Catherine and I and maybe one other, I don't know, are doing the 10:30 cemetery, Bonaventure Cemetery and Johnny Mercer House tour while you go to the Owens house and whatever. But I'm wondering if we could also go to the Owens house.
I think you might, yeah.
9:30.
You might have time. And also maybe squeeze it in with, because it's only a 15-minute walk over. You might be able to put it in another bit of a day. Because seeing the Owens house is, you just have to wait for your tour time. It's one first come, first serve. But it's not like a super long time. Usually it's kind of hit and miss, but you might be able to fit it in that day later on. Or if you, well, after Jekyll Island, though, that is a lot. You can just play it by ear. I think you'd be back in time.
Are you doing the Heritage tour? Where they do, we meet at, it's from 10:30 till 2, and it does the Mercer House tour and okay, Sharice and I are on that as well.
Oh, okay, good. And we're meeting, we said we would meet at the Best Western across the street.
Yeah, it's like right around the corner from where we're staying.
Okay.
What's wonderful about having a free day is you can pace it just the way you like. It's a nice blend of included and free choice activities. So you can pace yourself the way you want. You could be like me when I went to Europe and completely exhausted myself because I tried to do absolutely everything. Or you go for a nice blend or see how you feel. The nice thing about the Owens house and other little museums and things, you can fill that in. Just see how you feel. Like when you get back from that trip, if you want to explore some more,
How long does
that's
that
nice.
Owens house thing that you're recommending take with the two museums?
It's first come, first served, but tours are every 15 minutes and they last 45 minutes. So I would think, it depends how busy it is. Usually it's not too bad of a wait. But if it's a busy weekend, it goes back and forth. But the price is $22. It also includes admission to the historical home of the Telfair Academy, where the Bird Girl statue is. This is my interpretation of Bird Girl statue, right? From the cover of the book Midnight in the Garden of Good and Evil. The whole ticket, that $22 ticket is good for a week. Oh, there you go. You're disappearing like a ghost.
There we go.
So the Owens house, is it the Owens Thomas house and slave, and then the Slave Museum, and then Telfair Museum, the Bird Girl,
and the Jepson Museum. So if
At
you're
the
coming in
Hilton. Okay.
early, some of you said you might be coming in early,
Yes.
because I've read that that ticket is good for a week. So you could go and see one museum, and go back and use it again, fit it in on another day.
Okay,
So
good.
yeah,
That's a good idea.
it's 3 things for $22, which is the best kept secret in Savannah. There's a brand new, beautiful museum. The Jepson Museum is beautiful. And Telfair Academy is a historic home that was built in the 1800s, but is now a museum, an art museum. And then the Owens House.
Now, do you
At a
got to buy the
cost.
ticket in advance, or can you buy it there on site?
You can buy it on site.
Okay.
So you might, I don't know if you can buy it online. You might be able to do that too, but you can buy it there. And museums usually are easy to, get into. It's only the Owens House where you just kind of play it by ear and see if you have to wait a little.
Well,
So that's it. Yeah.
I'm getting there on the 26th. Well,
Mhm.
actually the 25th nighttime. But are you there on the 27th or CJ?
I will be there the 27th in the afternoon.
Okay.
Yeah. But feel free to, text me, starting on the 27th if you need something. So you're going to be staying on the 26th on your own, at a different hotel, or?
Same hotel.
Oh, okay.
I was waiting for a great deal, but
Mm-hmm.
I didn't want to move. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm staying there the 25th night, and then 26th I'll be there. And
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm arriving on the
Nice.
26th.
oh, okay.
Excellent.
Are you at the hotel too, Kimberly? Or you go by Kim?
I go, what? Yeah, that's fine. Whatever. Hey, you works too.
Well, great. I'm glad I gave you some suggestions you can fit in during your week there too. Yeah, and not far from the hotel, like about less than a mile, probably. Yeah.
And Catherine, you're coming in on a red eye and get there the 27th morning?
Yes, Karen. Taking the red eye on Wednesday. I'll be
A
there
red
Thursday
eye.
morning, bright and early with red eyes.
You'll be ready to go.
Yeah,
And when are you
definitely.
coming? When are you guys coming,
Oh, my
Jennifer
goodness.
and Karen?
Yeah, I get in at 10 a.m. on
Right.
Thursday.
Oh, that's pretty
Supposed
good.
to be, it was supposed to be 1 in the afternoon, and they've changed my flight 3 times. So I leave Harrisburg now at 5:10 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
So almost like the red eye.
Yeah.
Almost like a red eye. That's right. Oh, and what's Janet? I will arrive at 3:45. Perfect. Okay. Great. That sounds good. You'll be right on time to get started with our happy hour. Wonderful.
I get in on the 26th about 4
Mhm.
o'clock,
Okay.
about 4 in the afternoon.
Nice. And Catherine, when do you come in?
I come in Thursday morning.
Okay. Great.
If they haven't changed my flight again. That's
Yeah,
the
they
plan.
keep changing the flights.
Oh boy. Yeah, it's hard. It is. And that's another point for me to make, is that things aren't quite back to, as you can tell, when it was pre-pandemic, with flights and airports and all those things. But we're getting out there, right? It's so nice to be traveling again, even if it's these things happen with airports and all of that. Just know that I always think it's arrival and departure. It's just something you got to do. It's not really part of the tour. The tour starts when you get to the hotel, right? When you're in Savannah. The other part's just something that's, required, something you have to do, like your taxes. I don't know, something like that. Maybe not that bad or good. Oh, wonderful. Oh, Kimberly disappeared. She did. Janet
Oh.
says she's ghosting us. Yes.
Yeah, she's
Okay.
back. She's back.
There we go. Janet also said earlier, maybe my cauldron with the children in it. You are, oh, you're coming as a witch. Okay, that's good. Wonderful. Well, it'll be great, great Southern food, music, the sights, the beautiful squares are wonderful, and the history that we'll learn of that era, and all of the research we're going to do on ghosts. Yes, it'll be great. Hopefully none will follow us home. No, but it'll be a fun little ghost tour with our costumes and everything. I think we've covered everything. Does anyone have anything else they'd like to say? And we're going to send this out to everybody else who wasn't here. I think we're good. I'm excited. I am so excited. It's a beautiful, beautiful weekend filled with lots of good food, music, and also great friendship, right? New and old. So thank you so much for being part of this. And it's going to be an honor to show you the spooky Savannah. All right. Well, I'll see you there.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank
See ya.
you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.